Hello, my name is Ghis. Personocratia is a consciousness and a behavior. I notice that the word consciousness is used more and more frequently, but with different meanings. What precisely is consciousness? Consciousness is a power to perceive reality. Power means ability. To perceive is to be aware of reality. And what is reality? Reality defines the truth, the one and only truth, which we call Idesa, the creative spirit, the supreme being inherent to all that exists. If we have a look at the chart of the big picture of evolution of human consciousness, where does that stand? It stands right here. It is the winged mare. The winged mare that is immortal. It is immortal. It is invincible. It is unlimited. It can fly in the sky and run on the earth. It has no limit. This is what the truth is, what reality is. And this is who we really are. Our real identity in opposition to our false identity. False identity of sheep. This is who we think we are and how we behave. But this is not who we are. The sheep is a poor, fearful slave of external authorities. And this is why, because of this unconsciousness of who we are, that we are experiencing hell on earth. Consciousness consists of two parts. A vision, it is a vision, and an action. First of all, the vision. The vision is variable. It varies with the level of consciousness we are at. For instance, if we look at this chart, if we go up a building, in the basement of the building, I think it is night because there's no light, no windows, no light. I don't see anything. So I think it's the night, whereas it's daytime. If I go on the ground floor, I can see the flowers. And higher up on the first floor, I can see a wall and then a tree. And the higher I go, the further I can see. So this is what makes vision variable. It's the level of awareness we are at, the level of floor we are at in the building. And where is pure truth? The pure truth is on the roof. On the roof, there is no more separation. Even though on all those floors, I'm always in separation. Separation of a floor and separation of windows. If I look through this window, I won't see the same thing as if I look through that window. So it's all separation, it's all illusion, it's all false. We all always think it's true. What we see, we think it is true, but it is not. It's all false. Then where is truth? Pure truth. It is on the roof, on the top, where there's no more windows, no more separation. And so it's out of separation. It is out of time and space. It is out of duality of good and evil. Consciousness, pure eidesic consciousness on the roof, is beyond intelligence. It is beyond mind, even the most spiritualized mind. And this is where peace and freedom love and bliss are to be found. The second part of consciousness concerns the behavior. It consists in a coherent action. Every time I go up in consciousness, my vision goes up, my action has to go up accordingly. And this is the difficult part. If I don't do that, my consciousness evolution is sterile. It will not progress. And it is the hard part to do. It requires letting go of, and even the death, realizing, accepting the death of the sheep, letting go of all my habits, my sheep habits, my sheep desires, and my sheep thoughts. It's a total death of my old world. That requires a decision, and a decision of what? Of transformation. We could compare it to the caterpillar dying to become a butterfly. And it's the same thing. We have to die to the sheep in order to become the mare that we really are. When I make the decision of transformation, then starts the path of personal creation. And this path is the path where I have to make those major changes. And that is not an easy one. This is where we go up on the building. When I reach this stage, I go on the roof. I am on the roof, and this is what we have talked about. In conclusion, the role of consciousness is paramount. Let's have a look at this ultimate equation. Here we can see that consciousness determines space and time, which in turn determines matter, the form of matter. We always want to change matter when we're not happy with what we see. But it will not change anything. Sometimes we will try to change space and time, but one or the other will never last, and we all end up dying. So this is why consciousness is so important, because only consciousness may change space-time, which may change matter. Now, consciousness, as long as it is in separation mode, in the building, it is in separation, and it will create matter with a distortion proportionate to space-time. Whereas, when we reach the roof of the building, where we find pure consciousness, pure eidesic consciousness, consciousness creates matter instantly, directly, and perfectly. Every single pulsation creates the whole universe perfectly. And this is where we will experiment heaven on earth. Let's not try to improve the old sheep. It is rotten to the core. It is over. Don't try to make hell on earth a better place with air conditioning. Transformation of consciousness, individual consciousness, is the solution. Do you want to take part in the greatest adventure of all times? It is an invitation. Do I count you in?